thought if these videos... Jesus Christ, man. Learn how to speak. Alright, I'm Craig and this is Diary of an Angry Scottish Golfer. In the house again this week because the snow has been really bad and I'm doing a video that was requested by someone on Instagram. So it's a what's in the bag video. I've never really thought about doing one of these before purely because I didn't think it'd be that interesting for people. But yeah, let you know, if you guys are interested in seeing if you're interested in seeing the Pacific Ocean, if you're interested in seeing a specific type of video, just let me know because yeah, I'm happy to do it, happy to oblige. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll run you through what's in my golf bag in terms of clubs, little other bits of equipment and like just general things that I use and find handy on the golf course. I'm thinking about changing equipment this year, so I'll let you know what I'm thinking of changing to, and then if anybody has any equipment suggestions that they think are quite good, things they use, it'd be cool to try things if people say that they work well for them. Yeah, let's get cracking. So I'll start essentially at the green and I'll work my way back. Random Odyssey Scotland head cover that actually came with this bag. Like I bought this bag on Gumtree and it was at the bottom of it. My putter is a Scotty Cameron Newport 2.5. I've customized, it's 34 inches long, customized the grip. I changed the grip to put on a really like skinny one, like the old school Scotty Camerons, because the ones that come nowadays are quite chunky, like the Super Stroke ones. I'm not really a fan of those, to be honest. Putter wise, always been pretty traditional, never really mucked about with like different bigger shapes of putters, maybe for a little tiny spell, but don't really like it. And for me, it has to be a swan neck. Like I can't deal with the 90-degree angle necks, so always a Scotty. Don't think I'll change this anytime soon. What is it they say? It's the Indian, not the arrow. So nothing wrong with the putter, it's me. My wedges, I've got a 52, a 56 and a 60-degree wedge in the Titleist Vokey SM7, so these are probably a couple of seasons old now. I've had these for a wee while, but they still seem to work pretty good. Like when I first got them, they were spinning everything up. Like probably the most spinny wedges I've had. But for me, I mean, they look decent enough. I'm not sure I'm that sold on the Titleist wedges. They're way more expensive than pretty much any other ones. For me, I quite like the look of Cleveland wedges, so I mean, these don't really need changed. If there's a deal on Cleveland wedges, which quite often there is, I might think about changing them. So my irons are Mizuno MP4 blades. So they're fully bladed. I've got them 3-iron to pitching wedge with a KBS Tour C-Taper 130X shaft, which is obviously what Scott recommended. They've all been pured, but basically what the machine does, my rudimentary understanding, is it will spin the shaft round. So you put the shaft in the machine. What's the easiest way to explain this? Right, so it'll ping the shaft, right? And if you imagine the shaft going up and down like that, it's not going to go perfectly up and down like that. It's going to kind of move slightly. What the puring machine does, so if you imagine it's going like that, the pure machine will spin the shaft until it finds the place where it's most vertical. So basically, I think it affects the kick point. The way Scott explained it to me is it basically makes it as good as it can make it in terms of like the shaft and stuff. I mean, maybe look into that a little bit more, but yeah, KBS Tour C-Taper 130Xs, pured. These shafts look like they're graphite, but they're just coated steel. And I have the full cord golf prides, just because Tiger Woods has them. I also have always got the Golf Pride logo on the underside of the club, so it's not like I can't see it when I'm gripping it, just because I've had too many dodgy grips put on that are squint over the years, and it would put me off when I was looking at it. I found out, I actually thought that's why pros done it, but apparently pros do that for their sponsorship deals, so that when the clubs like round their head, you can see the manufacturer, so they don't do it for the same reason. I mean, some of them maybe do. Like I said, they go from 3-iron to pitching wedge. The 3-iron is an absolute knife. Like, I don't know if you can see how well you can see down that line. I'm thinking of changing MP4s for the new Mizunos. Like I've always played Mizunos. The new Mizuno 921 Tours, or the total manufacturer change, Wilson Staff Model CBs. I think they look really nice. So I'm kind of between them. Issue with me is because, like I said, because these are so knifey, like because they're so thin, with such a thin top line. I've played with that for since 2013, since 2012. That's like 8 years of looking at really thin clubs, so that when I look at the newer model blade, when I look at them, I just think they look so fat and it kind of just puts me off. But I figured, like, forgiveness of these new clubs, I just think it's you're making the game a lot harder for yourself using blades and things like this. My 6-iron, I got this changed. This is actually reasonably interesting, I think. My 6-iron, which is this one, maybe about a month ago, I changed the grip on it. So I don't know if you can see much of a difference in that. So the grips that I have, like I said, they're the full cord ones. I don't have any additional layers of tape under my grip, apart from my 6-iron, where I was messing about, and I thought the idea was that because I've got quite active hands, if I put more layers of tape under them, under the grip, it'll feel thicker, and then I'm less likely to want to throw my hands at it. So yeah, as you can see on this one, this has got the 1 layer of tape, and this one's got 2 layers of tape on the top half, and it's got an extra 4 layers of tape on the bottom half. I actually, if anybody knows this, because I got this done about a month ago, I don't know if this would be classed as cheating. So I need to kind of work that out. I need to find that out through some sort of rules official or whatever before I actually play in a competition with these, because perfect grip clubs that would just position your hands in the right place, the idea behind it is, I guess, the same potentially. I mean, that's not what I'm using it for, but there's an argument that could be made that it's cheating because, yeah. So I need to find that out. So if anybody knows that, I'd appreciate, like, if you could give me some idea. Otherwise, I'll need to look into it. But yeah, those are the irons. I don't carry a 3-wood, but I carry a 2-iron, same shafts as my irons. This is the really old Titleist 712U forged 2-iron. This is like a godsend weapon for me. I mean, it's super easy to hit. It goes absolutely miles when I catch it. I guess I can get it out to like 240-ish.
You're hard, showing off.
Kind of 3-woody distance. Yeah, so even if I do change, I don't see me changing this anytime soon, because it's just super easy to hit, goes for absolute miles, and yeah, it's nice. But again, I appreciate any recommendations that you guys might have on clubs. And then the big cock, there's the big cock. Let's start with this. Name that you guys will see if you follow me on any social medias is Range Chicken, because I have a massive chicken head cover. So I use the chicken head cover, Franco, when it's dry, and I use the dog when it's wet, because this gets really, I mean, they both get wet, but this just gets a pain in the arse. So that's the driver. My driver is a Titleist 917D2. It is 9.5 degrees neutral weight. It's pretty old now. Obviously Titleist do new models every couple of years as opposed to some other manufacturers who maybe do it a bit more. It's got a, let me read this, I literally don't know. I just go by whatever they tell me at the fittings. It's got a Fujikura motor speeder V6 6.2 extra stiff. And again, it's been pured. So yeah, this is a love-hate relationship, because like I can hit it pretty far, but also I rarely keep it on the planet. All right! So this is something that I'm 100% changing. Titleist drivers, for me, I've always played Titleist drivers. I've never gone away from them. So I'm looking at getting the new Titleist TSI 3, I believe. I am considering a little bit, depending on the numbers, the new Ping driver, because apparently it goes really, really straight. And for me, that's like a big thing, because I sometimes struggle to keep it on the planet. So the bag itself is just an Oakley bag that I picked up on Gumtree for like 30, 40 quid or something. I figured it was pretty unique in that I don't really see many people with Oakley bags. So as well as the clubs, you'll see in my bag, I've got generic alignment stick, which everybody does. And I've also got, I've also got these speed sticks, which I have been using in conjunction with the gym work that I've put videos out on. I've been using these 3 times a week. With my little speed radar machine thing to basically work on a program to increase my swing speed. So yeah, these are pretty cool, and they're in the bag at the moment, because the only time I use my bag at the moment with the snow is to carry it from my car to the range and then back to my car, What else do I have in my bag? I've got a trusty winter mat. Never leave home without it. Ooh, I also have a tea bag that I got playing an Open up north, but it's since I mean, I played the Open like a long time ago, and yeah, the chap who owns the place has become less popular of late. So yeah, I also got some comments on whether or not, like, why I don't play with a glove. That's just because I'm pretty forgetful. I do have gloves in my golf bag, and sometimes you'll see me hit shots with gloves, but for the most part, I quite often would take it off between shots, and then I would forget to put it back on again. So that's why I don't use that. I didn't really do one of these videos before because I didn't know how interesting or funny I could make it, and like typically I like to make these videos quite light-hearted and jovial. But yeah, that's what's in the bag currently. I'm definitely changing my driver, so if you want to give me some recommendations on drivers, I would massively appreciate it. Also, irons, like they're, as much as it like pains me and breaks my heart, I feel like it's time to get rid of my blades. But man, they're just so pretty, you know, like they're just so nice. So yeah, hit me up in the comments or on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. Just message me and let me know if you have any recommendations for me. Or again, if there's any videos that you want to see, let me know, because I'll for sure do it. Like, I'd appreciate help. Otherwise, I just have to like sit in my house, rack my brains on what type of crazy video I'm gonna do next week. But yeah, what's in the bag? Done. Peace.